Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you may already have noticed, today's topic is quite different from the topics that we've been delving into on this channel. Today we are going to be talking about something that is for you ladies, like exclusively for you, my ladies. We are going to be talking about how to take care of our natural hair. Are you excited? I am. I'm sure you can tell. I'm very excited about this particular topic because our hair is a part of us, and in as much as we usually talk about those other topics, I believe that this topic is also important. And guess what? I have an amazing guest with me here today who is going to actually do justice to the topic. Of course, you know, this is not really my area of expertise. And so, this particular person I'm bringing on board today is a hairstylist. Not just your regular hairstylist, she's really an expert, and believe me when I say she's an expert. What I actually really love about her is that she does not just style your hair, she pampers your hair, she nourishes your hair, she takes care of your hair. Trust me, when you have this amazing lady take care of your hair, you will fall in love with your natural hair. You will love your natural hair, and people around you would notice. You will stand out, just as I'm sure you've noticed my hair today, right? It looks so good. She styled my hair. Today's video, I'm going to chat with her about struggles. We are going to be talking about how to actually take care of your hair in the proper sense of it. We are going to be talking about tips that can help you grow your hair and all of that. And guess what, guys? I can't wait for you to meet her. For those of you actually meeting her for the first time, stay tuned. Here she is, the LB Naturals boss. So before we actually go into the discussion, like the proper discussion, I want us to look at the why. For those of you who know me, you already know that I'm always particular about your why for doing something, your reason, your purpose for doing something, right? So before we talk about how to take care of your natural hair, let's talk about why it's important for us as women to take care of our hair.
All right, so first of all, Priscilla, thank you for inviting me on your channel today. I'm so much excited to be here. All right, so to our topic today, so why is it important to take care of your natural hair? You know, because taking care of your natural hair is also part of self-care. So the same way you take care of your body, the same way you take care of your teeth and other things, you need to add taking care of your hair as a part of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? I even feel like this question shouldn't have been asked, right? Because self-care should come easy to us, right? But that's not always the case, ladies. And you know that in as much as we always talk about self-care, not everyone actually prioritizes self-care. Not everyone even knows how to take care of themselves properly. And that is why I actually now want us to talk about what it means to actually take care of your hair. What does it mean to take care of your hair? Because I mean, is it just packing my hair? Is it just like waking up in the morning, just literally just putting it in a band? Like, what does it mean to take care of your hair?
Yeah, okay, so taking care of your hair actually means maintaining your hair. You need to maintain your hair. Mm-hmm. You need to learn how to tidy it. You need to learn how to comb it the right way. You need to learn how to wash it. Mm-hmm. You need to learn what is actually good for your hair. Mm-hmm. So when you talk about taking care of your hair, understand, you need to learn the whys. You need to learn the things to put on your hair. You need to learn the kind of lifestyle you need to, the things you need to do to be able to take care of that hair. So taking care of your hair actually means maintaining your hair.
Ladies, do you know why I'm smiling? I'm smiling because you guys already know that I'm actually very big on personal development. That is investing in yourself, learning how to do stuff, acquiring knowledge. And when she was talking, she said it means that you have to learn how to take care of your hair. I'm like, you have to learn how to take care of your hair. It means that you can actually take care of your hair and be doing it the wrong way.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And are there people like that who actually feel like, I'm taking care of my hair, but as a hairstylist, you're like, you're doing it the wrong way. Have you actually met people like that?
There are lots of people like that. Mm. They actually think they are taking care of their hair, but they are actually damaging their hair. Okay, let me cite an example. Some people comb their hair a lot, okay, and they think they are taking care of your hair. Already combing your hair too much, is going to damage your hair. So learning how to take care of your hair the right way, it is very, very, very important.
That's actually very insightful. So I'm sure some of you watching right now even feel like, oh, so I shouldn't be combing my hair all the time. So you see again, I can't help it. I just have to talk about personal development. I can't help it. You see why it's important for you to invest in yourself? Because you could be damaging your hair, like you could be doing things that you're not supposed to be doing to your hair, but you'll be thinking you're actually taking care of it. And I'm sure some of you are actually wondering why your hair is not growing, why your hair is breaking and things like that. While you take care of it, you're like, but I take care of my hair, I always braid it, I always ensure that my hair is braided and all of that. So how come my hair is breaking? So I'm sure from what she said, you realize that it's probably because you comb your hair too much, or you do some other things that you are not supposed to do. So guys, that's why it's important to actually invest in yourself. That is, acquire the knowledge that you need to do things right. All right. So I love that you already spoke about doing things the wrong way. That is, learning how to do things right, which means that there's a wrong way to do it right. So I want us to actually now look at struggles, like things that ladies usually struggle with when it comes to taking care of their natural hair. Now I'm asking you this as a hairstylist, because I know that as a hairstylist you meet people all the time who actually struggle when it comes to taking care of their hair. And let's emphasize again here that we're talking about natural hair, right? So for instance, I usually hear people say that taking care of your natural hair requires a lot of time. Like, I have to probably go to the salon, or I have to probably, braid my hair every 2 weeks or things like that. So like, it's a lot of work, it takes too much time and things like that. So that is a struggle for them. So what are some of the things that people have told you they struggle with when it comes to taking care of their hair? And what are some of the struggles or some of the things you also realize people struggle with? Right.
Okay, so one of those major things, people struggle with when it comes to taking care of their hair is, I hear people talking about their hair being too hard. My hair is too hard, my hair is too hard, my hair is not manageable enough. Okay? And then I'm like, sometimes I'm confused when they say those things, because I realize their problem is actually that they lack the knowledge. They don't know how to take care of their natural hair. So their hair being too hard, and then some also tell you, my hair is not thick enough, that's why I'm able to style it on my own, and then my hair breaks a lot. Breakage, that is something people complain about a lot. They struggle with a lot of breakage, so we have a lot of, and then some too, they apply too much heat to their hair. Okay, let me say, one of the things they do so wrong is wearing rollers on their hair, because they go to this natural hair salon and then they feel after washing their hair, then they need to put on rollers on their hair to stretch their hair, and then they don't know they're actually damaging their hair. So at the long run, they have damaged hair, they have hard hair, they have stiff hair that is not even manageable at all. So they end up struggling with their natural hair journey.
So there's a point you mentioned, which I was going to put down, but then she's done, so let's go straight to it. She said when you go to the salon and they use rollers on your hair, guys, ladies, you already know some of the things that we struggle with. I think that one of the major struggles that we have when it comes to taking care of our hair is actually finding the right hairstylist. Because personally, I never said I've been a victim, but like, I have been there, finding the right hairstylist. That is the person who would not just style your hair, because even that styling, there are people you go to style your hair, by the time they are done, you don't even know what they did to your hair. But then, away from styling, like finding the person that's the kind of hairstylist that will actually take care of your hair, nurture your hair. Because to be honest, one of the things that I like about you is that you don't just focus on styling or braiding the person's hair, right? Let me talk about myself. You don't focus on just braiding or styling my hair. That is when I have the opportunity to have you around. You actually also ensure that you take care of my hair, and you know the do's and don'ts when it comes to taking care of natural hair. But sometimes we go to the salons and it's like, for my little knowledge, even from the little I know about taking care of my natural hair, I'm like, she's not supposed to do this to my hair. So I think that one of the major struggles that we have, ladies, is finding the right person to handle your hair. And so if you are actually in Ghana, if you are in Accra, to be specific, if you've been looking for a good hairstylist, trust me, look no further, she's here. So tell us your handles on social media.
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at LB Natural Hair. That's on it. On Facebook, you'll find me at LB Natural Beauty Salon. That's on Facebook. All right.
Okay, don't worry, guys. I'm going to make sure I put the handles in the description, right? So let's talk a bit about some tips. What are some of the things that we can do to take care of our hair so that our hair, is healthy? Because one of the things you mentioned is it's not just about taking care of the hair, but it's about taking care of the hair the right way.
Yeah.
So I believe that when you take care of the hair the right way, then you get healthy hair.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that we can do to our hair so that it will be healthy?
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Okay, so if you can, one of the first things you should do is to find the right hairstylist. Okay, it is very, very important. Find the right hairstylist. Not somebody who is going to be pulling your hair, is going to be yanking your hair off and then putting your hair under some dryer for long hours. No, find the right hairstylist. And then next is, washing your hair the right way. It is very important. Washing your hair the right way. You cannot get it wrong when it comes to washing your hair, because that is where everything starts from. That is where everything starts from.
It reminds me of when we were young, like very young, and we did not. Then we were young, obviously, so we didn't know much about taking care of the natural hair. You know what we dreaded, like washing hair. Ah, my goodness! Because by the time you are done washing your hair, it will be so hard, and they won't even have mercy on you when they are combing it. So like, we definitely do not like to wash our hair. So I like that you say it starts from
there. That's the very beginning of everything. So washing your hair the right way. So let me go a little bit into that, okay? So washing your hair the right way, it doesn't mean getting hot water like people are taught to wash your hair. Natural hair does not need hot water to wash hair. You can wash your hair with room temperature water. It doesn't have to be hot. It doesn't have to be cold. Can be normal water to wash your hair.
Okay.
And
so
then
lukewarm.
Yes, lukewarm. And then again, some stylists out there, when they are washing your hair, they are using their nails to scratch your scalp. When you finish washing your hair, you yourself you are going to you have pain all over your scalp. That is already very bad for your hair. So you use your thumbs, your fingers, okay, to wash your hair. Washing hair is supposed to be like massaging your hair, massaging your scalp. It's supposed to be enjoyed, okay? So you need to get that right. Wash your hair the right way, okay? And then what follows washing hair is massaging your scalp. You need to massage your scalp. In as much as you take care of your hair, you cannot leave your scalp out, because when hair grows out, it starts from the scalp.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
So after washing your hair, make sure you give your scalp a very good massage. In fact, you're even going to be feeling good about it, and it's going to be relaxing, So massage your scalp very well. And after that, I always insist that when you must apply the product on your hair, do that in sections. Don't go dumping the product all over your hair, no, because you have a lot of hair strand on your hair, and each hair strand matters. Each hair strand is very, very important. So put product on your hair in sections. Okay, make sure you do that in section. So start with your leave-in conditioner, then you follow with your hair butter, but make sure it goes into your hair very well. Okay, so after that you can style your hair. That is if you are not going at a stylist place, but if you are doing it by yourself in the house, style your hair very well. It is not bad to use heat. It is not totally bad to use heat, but you have to use minimal heat on your hair. And if you must use heat, please use a blow dryer, and not a dryer going to be sit in under that the heat goes directly into your scalp. Why I prefer the blow dryer is that heat is not directly on your hair. You can actually control the amount of heat you put on your hair when you're using a hand dryer. Okay. So please minimize the heat you are putting on your hair. Okay.
But how often are you allowed to
to use a hand
Yeah,
dryer.
because I think I've also heard that heat is not good for our hair. So
Yes.
is it that every time you wash your hair?
No, not every time you wash your hair. I'm not going to put a like a month, some days to it. No, but as use heat scarcely. Use heat scarcely. It can be once in 3 months, and then if you must use heat, let me say once a month, which I wouldn't even advise. But if you use heat once a month on your hair, please, they have heat protectants. Yes, they have heat protectants. They have sprays that they spray on the hair to protect the hair against too much heat, against heat damage. But use minimum heat. Even when you're using the blow dryer, there are some buttons on the blow dryer. You can regulate the amount of heat you are putting on your hair.
I went to I went to get my hair done somewhere, and I made them wash it. Right after washing, the lady was like, I should go and enter the dryer, as they say it. I'm like, dryer? I'm like, no, I'm not going to go into it, because I know it's not good for my hair. Like, just go and sit in and take all that heat directly. Do you get? So like, it's important for you yourself to know, even if you are going to go to get your hair done somewhere, it's important for you to know the do's and don'ts. And that's why I thought it wise to actually bring LB Natural CEO Lai here to share some of these things, so that you know. So when you go and they want to put you in the dryer, you're like, this is not good for my hair. Do you understand? And even when it comes to using the hand dryer, I've realized that even some people don't know how to use it. I've also experienced firsthand where I told the lady to use the hand dryer, and even that was a disaster, because the way she used it, we're not going to go into all that, those details, but it's important for you to know those things, because the way she used it, after that, my hair was so dry, so hard. Like, those are the things that make you not enjoy your natural hair. But trust me, when you get a hairstylist like Lai, and when you also get to know these little do's and don'ts that help you take care of your hair, even yourself, it becomes easier for you to actually embrace your natural hair. So before we actually go, you mentioned, when you were talking at some point, you mentioned leave-in conditioner and stuff. So I think that when it comes to taking care of our natural hair, the kind of products that we use also matter. So what kind of products are actually good for our natural hair? Because I'm sure it's not every product that we use.
There are a lot of products on the market, seriously. And sometimes I get clients that are kind of like confused, because there is this, there is that. They don't even know which one to go for. You understand me? So go for products that are organic, and sulfur-free, paraben-free, without without chemicals. Organic products are the best products for your natural hair. And again, good natural hair products, are the ones that don't leave your hair dry. They leave your hair moist. There's some products out there, after even using it on your hair, but your hair still feels dry. It's not moisturized. You need products that are good moisturizers for your natural hair. There are some products, once you put it on your hair and you don't blow dry your hair is not going to be soft. Some products too, after you put it on your hair and they blow dry your hair, or they put you under a dryer, then they'll be like, oh, your hair is soft. Don't be deceived, ladies. Heat softens hair. Heat softens
when
hair.
applied the right way.
Yes, heat softens hair. So when you go to a hairstylist and then they put products on your hair, and then they put products on your hair, and then they put you under the dryer, and then after that your hair is soft, and you're like, oh, the product is nice. Don't be deceived, ladies. A good product should soften your hair right after wash. In fact, even after washing the hair, your hair should feel moist. A good shampoo shouldn't dry out your hair. So look out for all those things. A good shampoo does not leave your hair dry. A good leave-in conditioner does not leave your hair, feeling brittle, feeling dry, like, sorry for the word, like iron sponge. It should feel moist. It should feel lush. You should have that bounce. So please, when you're looking for natural hair products out there, look for products that will make your hair manageable, that will make your hair moisturized. Don't forget, moisturize. Your hair should be moisturized after using good natural hair products.
So there are so many things we can talk about, right? But of course, we are going to have to stop here. But before we actually draw the curtains finally, let me ask if she has anything to say, any final words, anything that you want to tell your natural hair sisters. But wait, before we actually even conclude, wait guys, wait. I think that we should kind of emphasize taking care of our hair again, as in how it looks, because now we've talked about how to take care of it so that it's healthy.
Yeah.
But then the packaging, like when you go out, when you step out, how your hair actually looks, because as you said, it's part of self-care and it's also part of your body. So the same way you dress nicely, the same way you should actually aim to also have nice hair, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you know how natural hair is, as we already said at the beginning.
Yeah.
Some people complain of time, so you have to do your hair every 2 weeks. So some people will now keep their hair for like
months,
and it becomes it looks unkempt.
Yeah.
Do you know that thing? Like you begin to look unkempt, or maybe you don't wash it as often and all of that. So I think that as ladies, before we sign up, before we actually go, it's important that we remind ourselves that just as we take care of our body, just as we look nice, like we dress nice,
when your hair is old, you take it off.
Yeah, take it off. You wash it regularly, and try and get a good hairstylist.
Yeah.
And if you want to be doing your hair yourself, try and learn as much as possible how to do some abdos. We're not going to go into that in this video because I don't think it's something that she really loves to talk about as well. But I'm sure that if you follow her page, you're going to see some ways that you can actually take care of your hair yourself, like some simple abdos.
Yeah.
Or if you're in Ghana, Accra, contact her and she'll take care of your hair. So do you have anything to add before we go?
Yeah. So what I'm going to say, as in like my final words, taking care of your natural hair is not as difficult as this, but it requires commitment. It requires commitment. You need to commit to taking care of your hair, and you need to be highly disciplined,
Right.
Yeah, when it comes to taking care of your hair. Again, if you have a hairstylist that you regularly go to, it's fine, okay? But remember that taking care of your hair is a 80-20 rule, okay? Where the 80%, can be given to your hairstylist. That is if you have one that takes care of your hair. But that's 20%. That is for you to do. That is why you need to learn how to take care of your hair to an extent by yourself, okay? Your hairstylist will take care of your hair, but let me say Thursday morning before you go to work, you're not going to go to your hairstylist. You need to do some little things. What do you do to your hair to maintain your hair? And hair care does not end at the hairstylist shop. If you want your hair to grow healthy and you want your hair to grow long, taking care of that hair does not end at your stylist shop. By yourself in the house, there are some things you need to do to take care of that hair. As Priscilla said, you're not going to go into all those details today, and I'm very sure next time you're going to take care of all those.
You ladies should let us know if you have any questions, if you have any other thing that you want us to talk about. I'm not promising, I'm not saying I'll bring her back, but that's why you should follow her. But if you have any questions or any other thing that you love for us to talk about, just let us know. Peradventure, I'll bring her some other time and we'll answer those questions. But I do hope that you've learned something from today's video, because you've shared quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
I do hope that you've learned something. Don't watch this alone. Share this with a friend, a natural hair sister, or someone who is probably tired of keeping her natural hair because she feels it's so difficult to handle. Share it with someone like that. Let her also learn. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel,
subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe.
Share the video, like the video,
subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Take care of your hair. Pamper your natural hair, guys. Bye.
Bye.